it's Friday morning. I wake up and I'm stretching, I'm taking a sweet little time. I'm, just hearing the birds chirp, enjoying the morning. And I look over the clock and it's 8:30 and I'm like, oh, it's 8:30. It's 8:30, oh my gosh. So I have to be at work at 8:30 in the morning, so I'm already late. So I throw on my clothes and I'm like getting everything together. I'm like running out the door and I don't have a car. So I have to walk to the bus stop and take the bus to work. So it's 30 minutes walk to the bus stop and 30-minute ride to work. So I'm like running to the bus stop. People are looking at me weird. I'm like, I don't care, like I'm late. So I'm running to the bus stop and I get on and I'm like, oh my god, I gotta go. I gotta go now. So I'm like, the driver's like driving the slowest he's ever driven before. Like, I don't even know. He's picking up like every single person at the bus stop. And then like a person on the wheelchair gets on. So like that takes a long time. So I'm like, oh my god, I'm already late. These people are taking forever. Like, I gotta go. And so I'm running and I go and I run up to my work and I see there's nobody in the parking lot. So I'm like, oh, okay, like maybe people woke up late too. And so I look through the window and I see that there's nobody there. And then I realize it's a holiday. I didn't need to wake up. I didn't need to get out of bed. I didn't need to rush to work. And so I'm like, oh my god, okay. So I'm just like thinking like, okay, well I just wasted like a whole hour of my morning. So I'm like, okay, whatever. So I get on the bus. I'm all grumpy. I'm like, oh, I didn't have to get out of bed. I didn't have to do this. So I'm like walking and grumbling to myself and I get off and I get on the street. So I'm walking and it's already a pretty crappy day. And so I look to my left and I see a dog. And I am a huge animal lover. I love animals to death. So I look at this animal, I'm like, oh my god, he's the cutest dog. If you guys know like corgis, they're the chubbiest, fluffiest little things ever. And so I'm like looking at him, I'm like, oh my god, I need to pet him. I like have to pet him. My day's crappy. This is gonna make my day so much better. And there's no owner, so I'm like, if I play the cards right, I get to keep him. So I'm calling him over to my side of the street, and I see him, and he gets excited, and I get excited. So we're both like excited, and he runs over to me, and then he gets hit by a car. And so I'm like, oh my god. And I start like bursting into tears. Like I have no words. I'm like speechless. And the worst part is the driver keeps on going. So like he didn't stop. He didn't stop and like check on the dog. He just keeps going. So I'm the only person there that witnessed this, and all the people are driving around this dog. And he's not dead yet. He's not dead yet. So I'm like, okay, what do I do? Do I leave him? Do I go? Like I don't know. So I'm like, okay, well I gotta act fast because he's literally dying. So I run into the street, like I don't even check. I'm like, whatever, like I gotta save this dog. So I kneel down and I'm like, and I'm like crying my eyes out, like bawling over this dog. I'm literally like on all fours, like just, like over this dog. And the cars are passing, everyone's going around me. And I'm like just bawling. I'm like, what do I do? Do I call like 911? Like who do I call? Like what do you do in that situation? And so out from behind me, I hear Coco, and his owner comes out, and I'm there with her half-dead dog on the floor. So I'm literally like, oh my god, I'm a murderer. I'm going to jail. What do I do? Like I'm literally just like, I'm going to hell. Like there's no one on this earth that can forgive me for this. And so I'm like looking, and she's crying. I'm crying. So she picks up the dog from the middle of the street, she puts him on the side of the road, and she's petting him, he's still like, he's still kind of responding, but he's drifting out slowly. And then all of a sudden, you see his little eyes, close, and you see his breath shorten, and he passes. And so I'm just there, I'm bawling my eyes out, oh my god, I'm so sorry. And this lady, she's there, she's like, oh my god. And the guy's like, there's like this random guy on the phone, I'm like, who are you calling? Like 911? I don't know who he's calling. And so I'm just sitting there, I'm standing there, and I'm like, I don't know what to do, like, I can't bring this dog back to life, I'm not Jesus, like, I can't do anything. And so, at that moment, I just apologized to her. I'm like, okay, I'm so sorry for your dog, She doesn't even speak English, so she probably doesn't even understand what I'm saying. But I just apologized to her. I'm like, I'm so sorry, and I get my stuff, and I walk away. So I'm walking the rest of the way home, bawling my eyes out. I'm already upset because I had to wake up early, and then this happened. And so I'm just walking home, and I get home, and my sister, she sees me, and she sees that I'm crying. She's like, what's going on? Like, why are you crying? And I'm like, I'm a murderer, I killed this dog. And so she looks at me, she's like, you know what, look, you were the one that stayed. Like, you were the only person that stopped to help this dog. You know what, he didn't survive, he didn't live, but at least you tried. At least you tried to save him, at least you tried to do something. And so, I was like, you know what, you're right. So I'm like, snot's dripping. I'm like, okay, you're right. I tried. I tried my best. And, you know, that moment, it really made me realize that even if you don't have, you know, even if you can't do anything, you still should at least try. You know, at least try to help, at least try to be there. Because I could have walked by, I could have left him, but I didn't, I stayed. And that kind of showed me, you know, that's all that matters. As long as you tried to help or do something, that's all that matters.